Have you ever run a challenge and realized halfway through that your setup was way more complicated than it needed to be? Yeah, me too. Last year, I built something with so many moving parts that participants literally told me it was overwhelming. So this year, I'm stripping it down. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm setting up my 5-day challenge creator lab inside the coCreator Society to be simple, clear, and way easier to run. Hi, friends. Welcome back to Quick Tips for Circle Communities. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Rachel Starr, a Circle certified partner, community strategist, and the founder of the coCreator Society. And this is my first quick tip of 2026. And it feels so good to be back. I'm kicking things off by showing you exactly how I'm setting up my 5-day challenge inside my Circle community. Because challenges are one of the best ways to build engagement, create momentum, and give people a real experience of what it's like to work with you or be a member inside your community. So if you're managing a Circle community and thinking about running a challenge, or you just want to see how someone else is doing this behind the scenes, you're in the right place, friends. Here's the thing about challenges. They should create momentum, not chaos. If your setup is scattered, people get confused. If there are too many places to be, engagement drops off. And if you're manually managing everything, you're going to burn out before the challenge even ends. You want to have a setup that feels clean and welcoming when people land in the space, that keeps people engaged without overwhelming them, and is easy for me to run without constant micromanagement. So I'm designing this challenge around clarity, containment, and a little bit of gamification to make it fun. Because why not? Quick heads up before we dive in. If this kind of behind the scenes breakdown is helpful, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be sharing a full debrief after the challenge wraps, what worked, what didn't, and what I'll change next time. All the good stuff. All right, let's get into it. Here's what I learned from running this challenge last year. If you don't go in with a clear plan, you end up overbuilding. And then you're stuck managing a million little pieces that nobody asked for. So this time, I keep asking myself one question over and over. What's the simplest version of this that still works? And I've landed on 4 things. Number 1, keep everything in one place. Last year, people were bouncing around trying to figure out where to go. This year, everything lives inside one space group. And because we're Circle Plus users, it all happens inside our branded app. So people aren't even leaving one platform. They just stay in the app and it's all right there. Number 2, make it really obvious where to engage. The chat is where people hang out. That's where the conversations happen, where people ask questions, share wins, all of it. And then the course space, that's just the content. That's it. Chat for community, course for lessons, check. Number 3, turn on gamification, but only for the week. I don't run the leaderboard all the time inside the society because I don't want the whole community to feel like a competition. But for a challenge, it's perfect. It adds a little energy, a little friendly competition. And honestly, people love it. And number 4, automate the entry so I'm not onboarding people manually. This one's saving me so much time. People sign up on my landing page and they're instantly redirected into the society. The first thing they see is a pin post that tells them exactly what to do. No waiting, no where do I go emails. They're in and they know what's happening. That's the whole strategy. And now I'm going to show you exactly how I'm building it. Okay, welcome inside of the coCreator Society. So what I've created is a new space group, and you can see that here, and I've titled it Challenges. I've made it very obvious in my labeling, nothing super cutesy, just trying to get people in the doors, get them to the content, and get them engaging. So what I have for my structure of my community is number 1, a course space, which is where the daily lessons drop. Number 2, a challenge chat, which is a post space that we're going to be using as our chat, our way to communicate with users who are in the space, and a place for them to complete their action items each day. And then last but not least, we have an event space because we're hosting 2 events that go with this challenge. So I want to show you first how I have the course set up. So inside the course, I have a brief welcome video from myself with a little information on what to expect this week. I ask people to immediately go over to the challenge chat and introduce themselves. I also like to do a quick actions menu at the bottom of each lesson so that the user knows immediately how to get back to the chat or how to RSVP for an event. Now, the course type is a scheduled course. So as of right now, that welcome video is live. So any user who's in can come in, check out that welcome video. And then each day at 7 a.m., I drop a very brief lesson with a simple action item. So this is meant to not take more than 15 or 30 minutes out of someone's day to participate. All the lessons are 2 to 3 minutes long, so not a heavy lift to listen to. And the action items are also meant to be quick wins so you feel like you're getting momentum each day. Each day at 7 a.m., that content drops. There is a corresponding email that goes out each day to nudge the user back inside the community and to continue that engagement inside the community as well. Now, like I mentioned, we're also offering 2 events around this challenge. We have our challenge kickoff call, which happens the very first day of the challenge in the afternoon, where we can all get together and kind of chat about what's happening for the week, where we are in our challenge creation path. And for a lot of people, we're still trying to determine if a challenge is even the right model for your business. And then we have a Friday wrap up call, and that lives here as well. Now, our challenge chat is the heartbeat inside of our community. And like I mentioned, when a user completes their sign up on our landing page, which I'll show you in a moment, they are automatically redirected via an invite link right to this space. Now, how am I handling gamification? Because nobody has time to assign random points to people. So I want to show you the workflows that I have created to allow for me to have this be completely automated. So we have our typical 1 point for every post, like, or comment like. Those are system-wide inside Circle. But we wanted to add some bonus points. And here's how we navigated that. The first workflow we created was our challenge chat points. So any person who creates a post inside the challenge chat gets 5 points for doing so. We want to reward folks for showing up and coming into the space and completing their daily action items. So they get a bonus 5 points for each day. The second item that we use to gamify were course points. So we're rewarding 10 points for every section that you complete. This again is just going to help keep people who love gamification focused in to get to completion of that course. We also did a bonus 25 points if you attend live on either of those calls. So I'm just going to pop one of these open and show you behind the scenes. It's a super simple workflow. So for this one, if someone published a post in the specific space, chat space, they are then rewarded 5 points and we give them a reason. Super simple. It all lives in the background. One of the great things about gamification inside Circle is that it's tracked on your leaderboard. Okay, now let's talk about how I get people inside the proper spaces and how I'm doing that it automatically redirects them to create an account and lands them there. So the first thing I actually do is I create a tag. So I've named this tag challenge. It's not public, it just sits in the background. And this is strictly to help me be able to tailor communications within the community. From there, I built an access group, and that access group is called the Challenge Creator Lab. And inside that access group, I've given users access to that space group. So the lab, the chat, and our public events. And then the third step is I created an invite link. Now, this invite link is a strategic way of automatically redirecting users directly to create an account. So first off, I've assigned that tag so then that way I know how I've secured that person inside the community and so I can tailor communications. I've also redirected them to the challenge chat so they'll land right to that pinned post as soon as they log in. And I've chosen in access that access group I created. So, what I do now is I'm going to take that link and I'm going to show you how I make the magic happen. So, when a user comes onto the landing page, they will find a spot where they can put in their first name and email address. When they click join the challenge, in the background, I've set up my Flowdesk form as follows. So I choose thank you. And here I actually put that invite link there because this automatically redirects the user to my sign up page. So now they're getting redirected to create a Circle account and dive right in, and they're not waiting for that email to come. You can also make this happen by utilizing Circle's website builder and their forms. Check out this video where I show you exactly how to make that happen. Okay, friends, here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't need a complicated setup to run a great challenge. Pick one chat for conversation, pick one core space for content, use events to create connection, automate the entry and everything in between, and make it easy to engage. That's it. That's the entire playbook. If you're planning your own challenge inside your Circle community, ask yourself, where will people naturally go first? How do I reduce decision fatigue? What can I automate so I'm not manually managing anything? You don't need more complexity. You need more clarity. And honestly, if you've run a challenge before and it felt messy or overwhelming, I'm guessing it's not because your idea was bad. It's probably because the setup was too complicated. So strip it down, simplify it, make it easy for people to show up and do the work. So that's how I'm setting up my 5-day challenge creator lab inside the coCreator Society this year. Simple, contained, designed for engagement without overwhelm. And if you want to see how this actually plays out in real time, come join me inside the challenge. We kick off Monday, January 26th, and it's completely free. 5 days, clear daily outcomes, real progress, and yes, there are prizes. And by the end of the lab, you'll have a clear challenge idea and a plan for what to do next. Head over to the link in the show notes to join us. I'm also going to do a full breakdown video after the challenge wraps where I'll walk through what worked and what didn't and what I'll do differently next time. So if that sounds helpful, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.